going.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Warriors. This is Charlotte Ulela.
And this is James White.
This report is focusing, is AP Ling worth the suffering?
Clearly not, considering this entire script is spelled wrong.
So this is a quick news story about surviving AP English language. Now to Eric for a live broadcasting about AP essays.
Thank you, Charlotte. All right, now we are in the classroom today, and here you can see Jake Van Dyne is writing an essay. Now, what is he writing? We love Miss Morris, we love Miss Morris, we love Miss... Argument essay. What he's doing is using a key strategy of repetition, using it over and over and over to prove his point. Now, this is a very, very strong way to write your argument essay. But he's not writing it in pen. He's writing it in pencil. There you go. See, that is a key point of writing your essay. Okay, now, with the argument essay, you want to use these 8 key strategies, you could say. The top 4 are pretty much your strongest ones that you want to use, and then your bottom 4 are your weaker ones. And as we can see from Jake's essay of We Love Miss Morris, We Love Miss Morris, this is all personal voice, which is at the bottom of the list. So it's probably not going to be a strong argument essay, and Jake usually doesn't write strong essays anyway, so. Now, as you can see over here, we have the synthesis and the rhetorical essays. Now, these are the other 2 types of essays that you're going to be writing in AP Lang. They are kind of difficult, in my opinion, but I'm not very good at essays either. So, with the synthesis one, it gives you multiple passages that you read through to relate back to what you're going to write about in an argument of one thing or another. Now, a key thing is you get extra time to read through those passages and see which side you can be on. So that's very helpful. Now, the rhetorical analysis, you have to analyze the passage as a whole and pick out strategies that the author uses.
Okay, I heard scoring is pretty difficult, James.
That's right, Charlotte. Students are scored from a scale of 1 to 9, 1 being really, really bad, and 9 being absolutely impossible. If you somehow do get a 9, that's only going to be a 98 for you because no one gets 100 in AP Lang.
Yeah, James. Scoring is pretty harsh, but trust me, when you finally work your way up to an 8 or 9, it's the most rewarding.
Okay, Charlotte. Now let's go out to Jake for a quick look into the novels.
Is that it?
Yeah. So these are the books that you're going to be reading, most likely in AP Lang. These are the books that we read. So first off, there's In Cold Blood. Alright, so in this book, the story is basically spoiled in the first 5 lines. There's 2 dudes who are kind of happy, they're kind of crazy, and they murder a whole family. So that's spoiled in the first 5 lines. That's the first book. Second book, Farewell, and that's basically just one big
Hold on. Van Dyne's made one key mistake. Whenever you write the title of a book, you have to underline. Continue.
point. Remember not to use quotations. Alright. So, East of Eden, I don't really remember what this one's about. It has something to do with this word that's Tim Shell. That's all you have to say. Just Tim.
Solid.
Alright. A prayer for covenant. Alright, this book is about a short midget who is chosen by God to save little Vietnamese children.
You can have a short midget.
You can have a small midget. You can have giant midgets.
No, those are just people.
To kill a mob. Alright, we've all read this story. It's a classic. It's basically about a dude who kills a mockingbird. And adventures of Huckle. Is it L-E?
Yeah.
Huckle. B-E or B-U?
Did you read the book?
B-E-R-R-Y.
Alright, This book it's a classic too. It started off really good, and then you meet a character named Jim, and you basically can't understand a word that he says, and the rest of the book is just goes downhill, in my opinion. More. All right. This one is about one story, two fates.
It's really bad. The truth is,
The chilling, that's chilling.
his
Chilling-
story could have
chilling
been
is definitely-
mine.
His story.
The tragedy is my story. Two stories.
The one name, two stories, two fates.
Three
That's
people
all that matters.
and 3 people.
Two people.
Alright.
This is the quiz scoring graph. Got your y-axis, your x-axis. All right, on the x-axis here, we're gonna have hours spent studying, and on the y-axis, we're gonna have scores on quizzes. Okay. So I'm just going to draw a line through the middle here first. This is going to be your, your average here, all right? Average hours spent studying versus score on the quiz. So they should line up right around here. Now, it's pretty smart to study on quizzes. But if you're like me, you probably don't study for quizzes. So the first place we have to address is right along here, right where there's 0 hours. 0 hours spent studying. Sometimes you get lucky. You don't study for a quiz, you get 100 or 90, okay? That's gonna be your Hail Mary zone up here, okay? That's where you just kinda go for it and hope for the best. And these are the kind of scores that just make your day a little bit better because you didn't expect anything good and you got something good, and that's real happy. Now on the other side of the spectrum, we have I forgot I had a quiz today zone. Now this zone's for the people who zone out at the end of class and they don't listen to Ms. Morris, which is not a good thing to do, and they don't hear that we have a Bedford quiz or a vocab quiz, even though they occur basically every Friday and Thursday and Wednesday. Quiz, and you score about a 30. This is no good. This is not a zone you want to be in. Another zone you don't want to be in, actually, forgot I had a quiz zone. It's inside of this zone. It's called the soul-crushing sadness zone. That's going to be right around here. Okay? This is that no matter how many times you spend studying, it just doesn't live up to your expectations, and you're sad for the rest of the day. Just the whole quiz just kind of destroys you in every single way. Most of my quiz grades fell around in this zone, right here, during the year. Actually, more around here. Now, along the line here, from 90 to 30, is your average zone, okay? The large portion of your quizzes are going to fall in this zone here. Up here is your genius zone, alright? There's only a few people in this zone, people like Jeremy Basilius and Alex Azan and others, as smart as those people, that no matter how much time they spend studying, it's all right, they will get a 100 or 90 on their quizzes, and that's because they're very smart people. And lastly, that brings us to the last zone here, probably the biggest portion of the graph. This is the Cry for 3 Days zone right here. Now, it's a little better than Soul Crushing Sadness, but there will still be some tears shed over the awful score you received. And it ends about here, because if you get a 90, you're not going to cry. But you did not meet your expectations here. This is real sad. And yeah, that's the quiz scoring graph.
AP Link, you have vocab and lit term. Those those are the base of your grade. You have to get a good grade on that, or you're going to fail the class. Because here, you have essays. Right here, you have other things. And right here, it's your lit, terms, and vocab quizzes. You have to study for these. If you don't get 100 on these, your grade's going to go. So, you have these twice a week. It's awesome. You get 200s, and then you fail a Huck Finn quiz, you get a 60. That's okay, because these 200s will even it out. And you can make flashcards. But the thing is, don't throw away your flashcards after you're done using them. You better save those flashcards, because little did you know, all these will be in a one giant test with everything on it. Here's a giant test. There's one giant test. You're going to need those flashcards. And it's going to be a stack this big. I'm not even kidding. But never throw them away. I made the mistake of throwing them away. And I had to remake them all over again the night before this test. So don't do that. Or you can make a Quizlet. That's very helpful. It's saving paper. But the whole first block, AP Link is going to use it. So they're going to know all your definitions and know all your hard work. So there's no point. These quizzes are so important for your vocabulary. It'll help you with the SAT, the ACT, and you will remember them forever. I conducted a few interviews to prove my point that you will always remember these words. So we're going to go take a look at that. What does obdurate mean? I'm not sure. What does intrepid mean? Do you know what intrepid means? Edie, what does panegyric mean?
No.
What does panegyric mean?
I have no idea.
Okay. What does assimilation mean? What does dogged mean?
What does what mean?
Dogged.
Dog. That's not even a word.
I don't know.
Go.
You.
Me?
No.
Oh.
You. Looking at you.
Him?
This one's for you.
Him?
AP Lang. Wow. That was one exciting episode of AP Language News Broadcast. A quick review of AP Language and what to expect. Charlotte?
Even though it sounds tough, there's a lot of positives. Like there's barely any homework.
Yeah, and any homework she does this time, you don't have to do. It also helps the writing skill. Not her, though.
My writing has greatly improved over this year of AP Language, so I greatly appreciate everything's done for me.
Lastly, Miss Morris is actually pretty awesome. Thank you, Miss Morris.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Morris. Cut! You're done filming.